Good morning. Maya Bayabak. Okay, let's get something out the way first. Yes, I am not clean shaven. And as a response to my ex-colleagues and now very firmly ex-friends, Stephen and Chris, I've covered up my face. I was given another suggestion for a different face. Stephen and Chris gave an incredibly tenuous link to the Philippines for the one that you're seeing. I'm not even going to repeat it. It was pathetic. You've got to do better than that, guys. There was another request from Manolin and Bob, which I'll come back to another time, but it does lead me into a first. I've never done a shout out to anybody on this channel except, I think, for my kids' birthdays. Basically because I thought, well, no one would want one from me. And no one ever asked, but someone has now. So, from Manolin has put in the request. Bob from Guelph. I'm going to say Guelph. I hope I got that right. In Ontario, Canada. Bob, how you doing? Hi. Right, here's the plan. Today, we still do not have the materials that we need for the tiles for the floor of the pool or for the white cement to do the coping and other areas. So, they're going to do something new at the pool. The plastering or rendering will continue down the south side of the house, and Ronwell is going to do more around the dirty kitchen. The roofing guys, we will see which of them was right, 3 days or 4, to complete all of the metal frame. Or were they both wrong? Don't know. Keep watching for a few days and we'll find out. More electrical, more plumbing. There have been a couple of deliveries already this morning, and it might point to something else that I'll come back to. What could possibly go wrong? Monday morning. Briefing time. We've had the prayer. The engineer's given a few words about what's coming. I think the lead foreman will do the same. Oh, not today. Straight into exercise. Once again, we have Elson and Mr. Jesse Bamba.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Uno, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5, 2, 1.
Can you tell the brothers apart?
1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 6, 5, 2, 1. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jacket. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Higher. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Jack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ito pa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Upstairs, we have what my dad insists is rendering going on. There seems to still be some debate as to plastering versus rendering, but rendering seems a common term, certainly for outside the house. But it's too confusing. I'll forget. They're plastering. So we have Quiet Marvin. And we have Standing Up, O'Donnell. Now not standing up, now standing up. And then we have Loud Marvin. So I'm convinced they will get upstairs finished today quite easily, and then we'll see whether they move downwards or round the corner. I suspect downwards. We'll see. As we get on a daily basis a delivery of something. This time, cement. And another delivery. Concrete hollow blocks. I wonder if this means they're going to be working more on the carport, well, the storage room for the carport. That may develop later today. Here is the something new on the pool. They're putting in walls across the bridges. Now, what I don't know is what the final intention is here. I suspect it may be low walls, very low walls, it might only be one level, and then railings, but we'll have to wait and see. So far today, still no tiles, still no white cement. So that's holding them back from finishing the floor of the pool and finishing the coping and all the other surfaces that will have that pebble dash appearance. So for now, bridge walls, and they have just removed, on this bridge at least, the forms that were in place at the bottom when they poured that bridge. Looks okay, it's not the best. There's one area I can see down there, doesn't look brilliant, but it's at the bottom. It's not going to cause a problem, I'm sure. The roofing crew back over the gym and patio area. More purlins will be going in today. We'll see. They said on Saturday, they said 3 to 4 more days. Let's keep an eye on this and see which one of those was correct. The guy on the right said 3, the guy on the left said 4. Ronwell has again turned the corner and has started plastering or rendering this wall on the edge of the dirty kitchen going towards the patio. So I imagine this wall will get a lot of progress today, and maybe the door frame will get plastered in as well. It's early afternoon, if you can hear me. We'll start with something new. We're getting the beginnings of some kind of framing for windows here in the dining room. This window and this one, just beginning to get some plastering. This is a new member of the crew. Apparently one of the things he's good at is corners. He's going to be dealing with a lot of those if he's working on windows. Looking across the new roof for the gym and patio. Purlins as far as the eye can see, lots of those going in. I'm not sure how clearly it will come out on the film, but some of them are very, very far from being straight. We'll see how they deal with that. Back at the dirty kitchen, Ronwell's got the door plastered in already and is working on rendering the rest of the wall. We've also got 2 doors here, one for the laundry, one for the helper's room. They're plastered in as well. And Rico's just making a start on the double door that will go into the dirty kitchen. Door frames. And in this rather dark room, here's the first, which is plastering the inside wall of the home theatre. Haven't seen any activity in here other than electrical and plumbing for quite a long time. Here at the swimming pool, we've actually only got a crew of 2 here today for the pool, which I guess will continue until they can get either the tiles or the white cement for the other surface finishes. But even with just 2 guys, it's amazing how much difference you can make in a little bit more than half a day to the appearance of something. So it's very simple, row of hollow blocks being plastered, and we've got a little wall going across on this bridge, the other one they hadn't started on yet. And looking at it, it looks like they're preparing to put some kind of railing eventually on top of that, which is really what we're looking for. And while I'm here, I can't remember whether I've ever said what the sunken seating area will look like. Basically, it's a dry area. It's not going to have water in it. Well, it probably will when it when it's rainy season and the downpours come, unless we can figure out a cover of some sort. There's no drainage that has been built in that I'm aware of, so it'll be buckets and mops probably. But fundamentally it's a dry area. It's simply a bench seat and the 3 steps down into it. There may, at the end of it, be a built-in table of some sort right in the centre. I can't remember from the renderings. I think in the renderings they had a fire pit, but we're not doing that. What's the point? It's always hot here. So, yeah, dry area, not wet. It's the end of the day, 4:30. And we'll start here looking at windowsills. So, here in the dining room, both windows have got the windowsills poured and some finishing done around the edge, outside, all the edges. When it's dried off, we'll just check it, make sure there's a little bit of an angle sloping away, sloping outside, so that any water doesn't gather towards the inside of the house. But looks very good to me. It does look like there is, even to the naked eye, there is a slight angle on those sills. Looking back on the roof of the house, the metal frame isn't quite done yet. My dad pointed out from one of the drone shots, not all the trusses have been painted. There is still work to be done up here. This is where a little while ago we had some massively wonky purlins going across the gym. And I have to say, they're still not all entirely straight. There's one in particular, it's got quite a nice little bend going on over there. The 4th one from the house. There's a couple of them not quite straight. I'm actually not at all sure whether that's important or not. I'm guessing it may not be. Any builders, what do you think? Is it acceptable? Here in the home theatre room, the very echoey home theatre room, we've got most of this wall has now been plastered, as well as the area around the door. Yeah, very dark in here, which of course ultimately is what we want. The echo, not so much. Have to deal with various sound treatments in here ultimately. And Ronwell finished plastering this wall for the dirty kitchen. There's still work to be done. There's still all sorts of things that need to be dealt with for various columns and beams around here, but the wall itself fully rendered. And here, walls on average. 3 out of 4 sides of these walls are plastered. There's the far side of the wall on the right. On the opposite side of the wall is not done yet, but basically they've done virtually all of that wall and finished it today. Almost finished it today. Still one more to go. I said earlier I wasn't aware of any drainage out of here if it gets water in it. I think I was wrong. Not sure if it's clear, but I reckon that's a drain in there. The other thing they've done, while one of the guys was basically working on those bridge walls, the other fella spent virtually all of the day on a massive cleanup. It's incredibly tidy here for an area that's in a construction site. Again, reflects, I think, quite well on the builder overall. He does keep a clean site generally. Right, apologies for the sunlight. This is the lesser of two evils. If I face the other way, the wind plays havoc with the microphone. They did finish off those additional concrete hollow blocks along the very top above the roof beam, so it now meets the roof frame right to the very end. And I forgot about this. We're still missing a door frame. Still need one more single for here. The double over here, I can't remember if that means there is now no door at the bottom of the stairs. I'm going to have to go back and look at the plans for that. Here on the south wall, second floor, all plastered stroke rendered. Oh, a tiny bit there above the beam, but virtually all done. Keep those dizzy pills close. And now they've started moving down towards where the living room is on this corner. So I'd say more than 50% of this wall done. Nothing yet on the walls for the gym. Well, basically the whole gym's had very little done to it, inside or out so far, but they'll get to it. Wow, a lot going on today. For the first time, we're starting to get some degree of finishing on windows. Well, finishing minus glass and frames, but some kind of finishing. Lots more plastering going on. Two-man pool crew. Got one of those bridges kind of walled, almost, one to go, and a massive tidy up. Three-man, I think, roof crew. Made a lot of progress across the gym. More electrical, as always. More plumbing, as always. Plastering or work inside the home theatre room for the first time in a long time. What have I missed? Oh, probably lots of things. More doors getting put into place and plastered in, fixed in. Great day. Hopefully tomorrow will be the same. See you then.